So let's say in your classroom, the teacher is dispensing, pads, Google Pads,
Yeah.
right? And on this Google Pad, it has this is a program for your English. Click on the program for your English and do your English for today,
Yeah.
right? So, how much data is that one program collecting?
Oh, quite a bit, probably.
Parents have no idea how much data these programs that are being used by their students on these digital devices, they have no idea how what even these programs are, let alone what
Yeah.
that data is being collected.
Yeah.
Well, so where does this information go? Who has access to that data? We don't have any idea how bad this is. And I haven't studied it since probably 2014 or 15. So I have no idea. I'm sure it's gotten just leaps and bounds
Oh, yeah.
and folds worse than it was when I was studying it back then.
Well, as an example, when the city came out and they were trying to put the smart meter on my house, and I had that
Yes.
whole deal, right? So even though the guys at the city literally told me that they only have access to like 10 fields of data, the
Okay.
date and, all these different fields, I literally made the guy look up, he had to contact the parent company, which was an international company, and the actual smart meter itself collected over like 200 different data points. And he goes, yeah, but we don't access any of those. We don't even, we don't do it. I was like, well, somebody does. Someone else does. That information is going somewhere to somebody for some reason. Well, that's the same thing I feel about these schools. Yes, there may be a longitudinal database that we're privy to in some capacity, but there might be another 1,000 fields of data in some way or another that they're actually collecting inside of that maybe the state or the schools, they don't even know about.
And I don't know why parents aren't more concerned about
Yeah.
that, because it is a huge issue.
Like at my house, I have some serious screen time and app restrictions and the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. So I mean, I literally know when my kids can't be on stuff and everything. So I was walking by one of my son's rooms and I heard, a video playing in his room. So, and I knew that he didn't have any internet time and he doesn't have certain access to like YouTube and some of these deals. So anyway, I walked by, I heard it. So I walked in there. I was like, hey, what's going on? What I saw him, he shut the cover and, he's all, what, I was like, you doing some schoolwork? He's like, yeah. So anyway, I said, open that up. Let's look. Well, he's on YouTube on his school Chromebook because I don't have access to monitor that. They're going to figure out a way around that. And the school lets them, the school gives them that access. They could lock that down just like I can lock it down. But no, the school lets those kids do, they're looking like they're at home doing work. They're so diligent on their Chromebooks. He's over there. I mean, luckily he's just watching YouTube. But I mean, that can just escalate like, right into porn, right into everything else. I mean, because that's where you have that access point that's not necessarily monitored, because I can't stand there next to him, for 2 hours while he's doing his homework.